Idea Coaches here to talk about Ben Affleck being the goddamn Batman. Now, it's summertime in Vietnam, so I have the fan on. Please forgive the sound in the background. Okay, my Facebook wall when I woke up this morning was just full of nothing but news articles saying that Ben Affleck's the new Batman. And here's the thing about Ben Affleck. I actually don't mind him as an actor so much. He's not a great actor. He's just okay. And certain roles he does very well. But as you all know, the reason I'm making this video is that I don't agree with him being Batman for a couple of reasons. One, if anyone paid attention to the San Diego Comic-Con of 2013, they played the video clip about the next movie being more in the same vein as The Dark Knight Returns. Now, in that story, I'm going to put my review of that cartoon and down the link in the description. Batman represents underground America. He represents punk rock and hip hop. Superman represents the American government, the politicians, and the U.S. military. So there's more symbolism going on in that portrayal of Batman and Superman. But the problem with that story is that they pretty much made Batman God Batman, where he's no longer a detective. He just kind of knows everything. So in this portrayal, it seems that Ben Affleck, who is too old to be a counterpart of Superman, if it was in a normal timeline, and too young to be like that older, grittier Batman from The Dark Knight Returns, someone like Bruce Willis would have actually been a little bit better of a choice, in my opinion, if you're going that route with it. The problem is this. It all comes down to how much money DC can make, or Warner Brothers can make, with this movie. Now, everyone saw The Man of Steel. It made a lot of money, over half of $1 billion. Maybe somewhere. It just opened up in Japan this week, so it's probably going to get close to getting close to $1 billion. I would say probably about when it's all said and done. But I think the consensus was this, and then tell me if I'm wrong. When we heard about the way Batman was going to be portrayed in this new Superman movie, we all thought, shit, that sucks. I'm going to have more Superman, but I'm going to see it anyway. Now with Ben Affleck as Batman, I think this is actually going to hinder DC sales, at least for the first week, because everyone's going to watch out and say, hey, is this movie good or not? So that first week, that opening week, is not going to be all that great, because everyone wants to know whether or not the new Batman is going to be worth watching with Ben Affleck under the hood. I really don't know where you can go with Ben Affleck on this one, because, you know, Superman the Man of Steel was so grand in its scale with having aliens and a backstory of Krypton. And with Batman, especially the Dark Knight Returns version of Batman, it's so much more Gotham-y. It's so much more like earthbound and neighborhood bound that it doesn't really give a lot of room for a Superman, or Superman's universe doesn't give a lot of room for that version of Batman. This is not the Batman who's a detective. This is not the Adam West Batman, the Christopher Nolan Batman. This is not the wacky Batman who, you know, is part of the Justice League and, you know, fights crime and nano universes with Plastic Man, Green Arrow, and Captain Marvel. No, this is supposed to be like there's only Batman and there's only Superman walking around in this universe. And that's what really daunts me so much. I mean, unless they immediately, like somewhere in like the last 30 minutes of the movie, introduce another Justice League character, I don't really see the point of having this movie being made the way it's going to be made, because it's going to hurt, one, a lot of fans are not going to like it, and secondly, because of Ben Affleck, people are going to wait that first week to see whether or not it's worth their time, and more importantly, their money. So, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, if you feel about like, oh, you know, and don't bash on Ben Affleck. He's had shitty movies. He's good behind the camera, but he's not the worst actor in the world. He's not like Shia LaBeouf. I mean, he doesn't have that many bad portrayals to warrant how much bashing he gets. He's just not Batman. So I don't really know what else to say. Let me know who would you rather have as the Dark Knight Returns, the older version of Batman? Leave that in the comments. Subscribe, share, take care.